Out in Boston tonight, you've got President Biden saying the country is not doing enough for cancer patients and their families to navigate the health care system, announcing some new steps to try to, he hopes, end cancer as we know it. Where did he do it from? The John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum on the 60th anniversary of Kennedy's speech about putting a man on the moon. That's why he calls it the Cancer Moonshot Initiative, right? Because this is ambitious. This is big. This is reaching for the stars. Right? It's aimed at trying to prevent people from dying from cancer. Listen to the president.
For each of the ways we know cancer today, we know we can change the trajectory.
This is important to the president, not just on a macro level, but a micro level, right? It's personal for him. He lost his son, Bo, to brain cancer back in 2015. Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States. Putting that into the context, the American Cancer Society estimates nearly 2 million cancer cases will be diagnosed this year alone, and more than 609,000 people will die of cancer. Monica Alba is in Boston. We know cancer is bad, Monica. We know people die from it. We know it is serious. The president is trying to meet what is a broader moment here with what is, admittedly, from their perspective, a hugely ambitious project to try to, win the fight against cancer. Talk about the support that President Biden has here. And I just think the symbolism where you are of the president and the backdrop of the JFK Library there, that moonshot speech, there's some interesting parallels.
Certainly, Hallie, it is an extremely ambitious goal. The president wants to reduce cancer deaths by 50% over the next 25 years. And the way he's going to do it, he announced today in this speech with a very fitting backdrop, is by trying to get more funding in the biomedical sphere, trying to boost that kind of innovation for some blood tests that federally backed studies have showed can perhaps detect cancer at an earlier stage than we've seen in the past. But if you do flash back to 60 years ago and when JFK gave that famous speech, there was about $20 billion behind that initiative for Apollo. You put that in inflation numbers today, that equals more than $220 billion that would have been the case. And that's just not the kind of money right now that this White House or this president has to put behind it. So that's why the White House is going to gather some industry leaders in this biomedical field on Wednesday at the White House to try to have a meeting and see where they can get this funding. They're going to really have to rely more on the private sector. But the president absolutely hearkening back to those words from 60 years ago and putting it in these very personal terms, and also trying to have this moment of national unity, saying that cancer does not discriminate, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, red or blue. And he is saying it's something he hopes everybody can come together to try to put an end to in the near future, Hallie.
Monica Alba live for us there with the president in Boston. Mon, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.